not trying to stay.
Yeah, you are.
No,
yeah, you are. You won't intimidate me.
Outside Peckham Police Station in southeast London, today's encounter begins as one of the most polite audits we have reviewed on this channel. Footage courtesy of Coley Burks, link in the description. Go show them some support. 2 officers handle it perfectly. 2 more do not. This is raw audit reviews, shining a light on police misconduct and holding public officials accountable. Let's get straight into it.
You right, fella? No, I'm just filming, mate. Just matters of public interest. Matters of public interest. Just people are interested in this sort of thing. You'll be surprised. All good, yeah? Cheers, guys.
What you just witnessed is something most officers are quietly trained to do, but rarely demonstrate on camera. A 5-second risk assessment. Camera, public footpath, lawful activity, no threat, keep moving. The Met Police and MPCC guidance is unambiguous on this point. There is no power to stop, question, or search someone simply for filming a police building. The officers who know that guidance never need to invoke anything. They read the situation, they recognize the activity is lawful, and they get on with their day. Remember that, because it becomes important later.
If only more police officers could behave the way he did, but each to their own. I am filming.
Because obviously don't film the cars going in and out.
Oh, okay.
They could be under misconception.
Okay, no, I'm not actually doing hostile reconnaissance, to be fair.
So obviously that's like just filming cars and people coming in and out.
Is it not allowed?
It's frowned upon. I can't
Okay.
tell you it's
Oh, okay. Obviously you are being quite polite, so.
But, like I'm saying, it could be misconstrued as something else.
Okay, okay, alright.
So what are you filming for?
Just matters of public interest.
Okay, but yeah, that's like avoid obviously going in and out that person.
I do understand, yeah. Of course. Thank you, miss. So again, an extremely polite police constable yet again. So far, Peckham are doing exceptionally well. Hello, sir. Nothing in particular, I'm just filming.
Pay close attention to a subtle but important shift here. The first 2 encounters were brief because those officers were already in motion, one driving in, one driving out. These 2 are different. They are walking out specifically to approach him, and that changes the legal framing. When an officer makes a deliberate choice to leave their post and initiate contact, the threshold for whether that interaction is truly consensual becomes sharper. For an encounter to remain voluntary, a reasonable person must feel free to disengage and walk away at any point. That standard is worth keeping in mind as this plays out.
Just like matters of public interest. Just out of curiosity, are you allowed to park on double yellows?
Why are you filming cars going in and out?
Would you mind identifying yourself, please?
PC price.
And yourself, sir?
This is Sigma 2387.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Yeah. All right.
Everything's
Why are you
alright.
filming outside the police station?
I told you, matters of public interest.
Matters of public interest.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of public interest, is it? Outside.
Well, people are interested in it, so obviously it is.
Have you done that before?
I don't have to answer any questions. So are police vans allowed to park on double yellows or not?
Police, as far as I'm aware, the police have got an exemption for parking in the street.
I thought if it's like an emergency or something, you could do that. I thought it was like an emergency, you could do it.
Yes, there's obviously not enough room in there, so police need to get out quick. We need to park here, we can't be parking really far away.
Okay, fair enough. Interesting. We done?
What's your name, mate?
Do I need to give my name? What's your name?
Because you're filming outside the police station.
Okay.
This is arguably the single most asked unlawful question in British policing, and almost nobody pushes back on it. There is no general power to demand identification in this country. The exceptions are narrow and specific. You are driving. You are suspected of antisocial behavior under Section 50 of the Police Reform Act. You are being reported for an offense, and the officer requires your name to issue a summons. That is a list. Filming a building does not appear on it. Pace Code A is explicit on this point. It does not require a person being searched to provide their name, date of birth, address, or any other personal details, and officers must take care not to create the impression that any person is obliged to do so. The auditor's response is therefore exactly correct. There is nothing to oblige him to give his name at this point. Simple, accurate, and unshakable. Part 5. He has contradicted himself in real time. And here is why that matters. In English law, you are either detained or you are not. There is no third option. That is a common law position, and it is a requirement of Article 5 of the European Convention on Human Rights. Not detained means free. Free to walk. Free to stay. Free to continue the lawful activity you were already engaged in before anyone approached you. Free to go but not free to stay is not a lawful instruction. That is an officer, on camera, who does not know the difference between the limits of his legal powers and his own personal preference.
Just do some checks on
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Well, at the moment it's a bit suspicious that you're filming outside.
Okay, what are you suspicious of? Don't need to get your pen out, mate.
Anyone filming outside.
Put your pen back in your pocket.
I'm going to ask you to leave then. Okay?
I'm on a public pavement, mate.
Yeah, but you're outside.
Am I free to go?
Yeah, you're free to go.
So am I not free to stay?
And there it is. Section 43 of the Terrorism Act 2000. The actual Terrorism Act, invoked against a man standing on a public footpath with a phone. Read what the law actually requires. A constable may search a person whom he reasonably suspects to be a terrorist. That is a bar. Not someone who might be filming. Not someone who is being persistent or argumentative. The officer must genuinely believe, on the basis of real evidence, that the specific individual is a terrorist. Filming a building does not meet that threshold. Losing an argument does not meet that threshold. Not in any version of this encounter. Section 43 is one of the most serious search powers on the statute books. It was written for people walking into crowded places with the intent to cause mass casualties, not for a man on a public pavement holding a camera.
What offence have I committed?
Because you're outside.
But mate, you're not letting me know what offence I've committed.
Sorry?
You haven't told me what offence you suspect me of committing.
It's a security issue at the end of the day.
Okay.
It's a security issue, so I'm going to ask you again politely.
I'm going to politely refuse.
You're going to politely refuse. Okay. Alright. I'm going to ask you again. What's your name?
I'm not going to tell you my name.
You're not going to tell me.
I haven't committed an offence. Why would I give over my personal information? Not because I don't. Not because I've got something to hide. Just my right.
Got police officers going in and out, and if you're filming their cars.
Okay. Well, what do you suspect me of doing?
Well, I don't know at the moment. It's a bit strange.
Well, suspicion is not a crime. You suspecting me of doing something is not me committing a crime. So, if we're done here, I'd like to continue filming. You don't seem too happy.
I'm not happy.
You're trying to stare me out.
I'm not trying to stare you out.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm
yeah,
not.
you are.
I'm asking you politely again.
You won't intimidate me.
I'm not trying to intimidate
you. have.
No, I'm not, am I?
Well, I feel intimidated, so maybe you are. I'm going about my lawful business, sir. Just because I feel intimidated doesn't mean I have to leave. I bet you feel intimidated in duty doesn't mean you can leave your post.
No, that's true.
You've got a job to do, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, cool. So like I said, if we're done, then I'd like to continue filming. I hope you can appreciate where I'm coming from. I've been quite polite in that. I'm not trying to provoke you or anything like that.
You have been polite, and I think as me and my colleague been polite as well.
Kind of, but you have told me to disperse for no real reason.
As we said, it is a security issue. You're outside.
No, but I've got just as much right to be here as you. Like, I'm in public.
Look, no one's disputing you being on a public footpath.
All right,
yeah?
all right.
But why? What the issue is? Why are you filming?
Matters of public interest, sir.
But what's the matter of public interest? Yeah, what matter of public interest?
People are interested in this kind of thing.
You're interested.
All right, are we done?
Are you going to be leaving?
No.
You can't leave you here filming.
Why not?
Because we can't, as we said, it's a
But why not? You need to give a reason. Because we can't isn't a reason, is it?
Listen to me.
All right, I'm listening.
I'm PC Seeger
Yes,
from
sir.
Peckham Police Station. We've been speaking for 5-10 minutes, okay?
Can you mind just keeping the distance, please?
No.
If you need to do something, then do it.
Yeah,
but
I am, okay?
The reason most people fold in encounters like this isn't fair. It's not knowing the right words in the moment. Every phrase you need for ID demands, invented powers, and unlawful instructions is covered in the free cheat sheet. Link in the description. Say it before you need it.
Would you mind explaining what's just gone on?
No, you've already been told. We don't need to do it.
No, just for the views. Do you mind explaining what's just happened, please? Excuse me, sir.
Berkey, enjoy your day, man.
Just explain to you. That's your copy of your service record, yeah?
It's all been explained.
It's all been explained, so we're not going to go over it again. So was that a lawful detention?
Leave now, alright?
Do I need to leave?
Yeah.
Why do I need to leave? You might as well cuff me again. Why do I need to leave? Are we waiting for their approval, yeah?
I'm not waiting for anyone.
Yeah, you are.
I've done my job.
You've done your job, yeah? You know I can sue you in a civil court.
You can.
I can.
I've done my job.
You think you've acted lawfully today? You've acted within your duty?
Yes, I've done.
Within your oath, yeah?
If you've got any issues,
to uphold
this is
common
the
law.
Metropolitan Police.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. You're dismissed. Dude, what happened there? They must have got me under section 43 of the Terrorist Act yet again. So what's funny is they actually had intel that I was the same person that was filming outside Brixton police station, yeah. So given that intel, they still chose to detain me and search me. Like, it's like dealing with children. Like, have a bit of humility, do you know what I mean? Have your own opinion, like don't be a sheep. Like, they all act like sheep.
Here is the part that demands your full attention. The auditor reveals what was happening before any of this began. They already had intelligence. They knew he was an auditor, not a terrorist, and they reached for the Terrorism Act anyway. That has a name in law. It is a misuse of a statutory power for a purpose Parliament never intended it to serve. A power built to catch terrorists, used instead to obstruct a lawful filmmaker. That is not policing. That is acting outside the power entirely. What this footage shows us is 4 officers. Same shift, same station, same uniform. 2 of them understood the law well enough to clear the encounter from inside their vehicles in seconds. The other 2 walked out deliberately to make it a problem. And the officer taking the lead reached for one of the most serious powers on the statute books, on the same pavement where his own colleagues had already demonstrated that no power was needed at all. That is the pattern. The law in this country does not fail in the abstract. It fails one officer at a time. The badge does not guarantee the conduct. The training does not guarantee the discipline. The oath does not guarantee the lawfulness. That is exactly why footage like this exists. Because if you do not know the law, someone in uniform gets to invent it for you. Thanks for watching. The law wins when you know it.